And I reckon we also undervalue how little other people use it compared to us.
Yeah.
So that everything I'm saying here is probably like in a slightly jaded or slightly kind of naive way.
Do you ever have it not open? Like it's open 100%
I
of the
use
time on
it.
my desktop.
I have 3 different learning models that I lean on for 3 different applications, and I use it every day.
Yeah. So I open my computer, I open Drive, and I open AI.
Yeah. I use it on my phone.
Before I do anything.
I use ChatGPT outside of Spotify and Instagram is the most used app on my phone. Like I'll just lie there and just start having conversations with it.
As a thinking apparatus?
Yeah, so I'll just brainstorm. So I could be lying on the couch.
Yeah.
And maybe just listening to a podcast or watching like bodybuilding stuff. And I'm like, someone will say something and then I'll just be like, act as a exercise expert and who understands pharmacology and blah, blah, blah. And I'll just have a conversation with it about a concept.
Yeah.
Or a business or whatever, and then I'll just turn it off.
Yeah.
And then I'll think about something else, and then we could be at the shops, man. I'm like, fucking need to have this conversation. I could be in Seed. Steph's walking around like looking for shit. And is this nice? I'm like, yeah, it's good. I'm just fucking talking to ChatGPT.
So Jason's going to be the first to get a robot to be his friend.
100%. 100%. I'm in. I'm already looking for an au pair, even though I don't need one.
For your dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for my dog. French, 21. Eats a fitness.
Fuck. I don't know where to go from there. What I have seen, there's a perfect storm happening at the moment with low confidence in the market. Low confidence has created a demand for trust. AI has accelerated people's ability to produce anything. So we're now seeing heightened levels of production that has raised the bar. A new client come on the other week. He was like, "Oh, I'm like, how often you post?" She's like, 3 times a week. I'm like, "Bruh, double it overnight." Sorry. Like, I'd love to tell you that it's okay. It's not. I wish it was.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where I actually had a conversation with a client, and I just in the back of my head, I was almost like, and I want to ask you what your thoughts are here. She was like, I could post 3 times a week. That in the back of my mind, I was almost like, then just don't.
Wait, say that again.
She was like, I could post 3 times a week, and that would be like, I know I could commit to doing that.
Yeah.
My first thought was actually, then don't.
Don't post at all.
Just focus on your face-to-face business.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because you're just like putting energy into something you're probably not going to get that much out of.
Yeah. It's just...
Like, what energy could you put... Like, how much of those 3 posts could you put in your face-to-face business, and how much further could that get you?
So
that's the question.
We ended up committing to it because her face-to-face is sold out.
That's fair.
So I was like, cool.
Good stepping stone, yeah.
We're going to document your outcomes with your clients, and you're going to make one piece of content as like a learning experience to build you up and to be able to do it. But I'm not sitting here expecting we're going to be bringing in online clients.
No.
Overnight with 3 posts a week. It's going to be challenging within that. So you've got a market that's not confident, that requires a lot more trust. So they need more exposures. But those exposures need to be more precise because everyone can make the same generic shit.
Yeah.
Then you've got an AI model that buyers selling and an AI model that's very detectable and that everyone can read it now. So I listened to 2 or 3 podcasts. Have you heard of Stack Productions? Because I fucking hear it every 15 minutes on the P1 podcast and it does my fucking head in.
Okay.
But their goal is, so they produce the podcast.
Yep.
They obviously pay. I would assume the high-end podcasts like P1, I think they're top 2 listened F1 related podcasts in the world. I would assume they would be paying them to be on their platform. And then because as a advertiser, I want to pay to have my ad when P1 is on. But they're very localized and targeted with their ads. So like if you've heard Rogan recently, they have Aussie ads and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
So I can hear the AI script in that.
Oh, absolutely.
And it blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, I agreed. I spotted something the other day that I was like, this is
like a multi-million-dollar company, and the ad read is straight out of ChatGPT.
Yeah, I can't remember where I read it from, but there was like some big company that is using. Oh, who the fuck was it? Is it Target? I don't know. I don't want to say but they were using the image generation.
Yep.
So you could see it, and it's like you could see the fudged text, and that never comes out with like actual text in the background. So the image itself in their catalog or some shit or their brochure was made from said fucking language model.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, like
It's crazy.
loses credibility straight away.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, I think, for us, creates a challenge.
Yeah, I agree. I think the floor is raised in terms of like productivity,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think it's actually becoming impactful. So like, you don't know how to use social media, you don't know how to use Canva, you don't know how to use design anything. So you're using AI to lean on those things. So your production goes up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So but you're still at the bottom because you're not doing.
You just
Yeah, you don't know how to run a business. You
Everyone's
don't have a
got it.
marketing plan. You don't have a method. You're not. There's nothing deliberate about it. You're just like, hey, I'm using this to just do things, do
Yep.
stuff, right? So then the floor goes up because everybody's doing that.
Yep.
But the cream always rises to the top.
Yep.
And they're probably figuring out that we can't just automate everything with AI.
Yep.
We need to bring a lot of personality to the business. And this is how we can use AI for scalability, efficiency, effectiveness. But these are the things we need to keep in order to show our prospect base or our market that like you're actually getting us.
Yeah.
And you should choose us.
The biggest issue with AI is the false sense of quality that you don't even realize is not quality. So, for example, if you asked a language model poorly, like used a shit prompt to write you a meal plan, it would be wrong.
Of course.
If you asked it to write you a program, it wouldn't be what you would write, and you get frustrated with it.
Yeah.
You're like, no, that's not right. What people don't connect that all the times that they use AI to try and make something that they know, and they're like, that's not as good as it could be because they understand the subject matter. But then they go to content and they're like, write my 7 posts for the week, and then they post it. It's like, in the last week's episode, we talked about entrepreneurship being outsourcing and small business ownership being understanding everything and then outsourcing some of the work. You have to know the thing first. When
Agreed.
it comes to AI, if you don't know how to construct a post, if you don't know how to connect to your audience, to solve a problem, to communicate, to whatever it is, you can't see it in the AI.
No, of course not.
So you just post it.
Yeah.
And I think that is what the floor is now.
Yeah.
Because they write sales copy. Every single reel that goes out is an ad. That's not what content is.
Yeah.
Because you can't specify that this is a middle of the funnel problem solution based post that's based on an Aderosi framework to write in this and this and this and this. So it's just like, buy my thing because it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Even creatives, like they all just look the same now.
Yeah.
So you're just like desensitized to this particular style of creative because you're like, well, the language model always produces the same thing. This person doesn't understand branding and, to have your own, kind of visual look as a business.
Yeah.
So you just end up getting washed into the same bucket as everybody else is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So no one sees it. So you're doing all this work. It's not even like I say all this work loosely because it's like you're still kind of not trying. You know what I mean? But he's still doing more.
Yeah,
you're doing more than you have, right?
You're producing more.
Yeah, but it's still it's at the same level of net effect almost because everyone's doing the same thing,
Correct.
so you never stand out.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't absorb anything that looks like that. I've created this on said language model that's, someone's just typed in. Like I don't even absorb what I'm just like, you made that and didn't try. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not reading it.